Today, we're tackling a topic that's absolutely vital if you want your car running like a dream, smoothly, efficiently, and without guzzling gas. We're diving deep into the world of bad oxygen sensors. We'll cover what they are, the telltale symptoms you might experience, how to diagnose the problem, what your repair options look like, and, importantly, what it might cost you. So, stick around, because this is information every car owner should know. What are oxygen sensors and why are they important? An oxygen sensor, or O2 sensor, is a small yet vital component in your car's exhaust system. It measures the amount of unburned oxygen in the exhaust gases after combustion. This information is sent to the Engine Control Unit, ECU, which uses it to adjust the air-fuel mixture entering the engine. Modern cars typically have two O2 sensors, one before the catalytic converter, upstream, for air-fuel adjustments and one after, downstream, to monitor the catalytic converter's efficiency. A functioning O2 sensor is essential for optimal engine performance, better fuel economy, and controlling harmful emissions. When these sensors fail, issues can arise. Number 1. Check engine light comes on. One of the most common signs of a bad O2 sensor is the check engine light suddenly glowing on your dashboard. This light is like your car's way of telling you something isn't right under the hood. When the oxygen sensor malfunctions, it sends incorrect readings to the Engine Control Unit, ECU, which triggers the warning light. Although the check engine light can come on for a variety of reasons, a faulty O2 sensor is a usual suspect. You might not feel any difference in performance right away, but ignoring that light could lead to bigger issues. Modern cars are very sensitive, and even a slight variation in emissions readings can set off the alert. It's always smart to have a scan tool or a mechanic run diagnostics to confirm the cause. If it turns out to be the O2 sensor, replacing it early can prevent other problems down the line. The longer you wait, the more potential damage could occur to your catalytic converter or fuel system. So if you see that dreaded light, don't just cover it with tape. Pay attention, it's your car trying to talk to you. Number 2. Poor fuel economy. Have you noticed you're making more frequent stops at the gas station even though your driving habits haven't changed? That might be your car whispering about a bad oxygen sensor. When the O2 sensor isn't working correctly, your engine may start using more fuel than it needs. This happens because the engine's computer relies on the oxygen sensor to balance the air-to-fuel ratio. A bad sensor gives the wrong signal, causing the engine to run rich, meaning too much fuel is injected into the combustion chamber. You might not smell it or see it right away, but your wallet will feel the burn. Over time, that wasted fuel can add up significantly. Plus, the sensor replacement might be all it takes to bring your fuel efficiency back up. Keeping an eye on your fuel economy is more than just budgeting, it's also a clue about your car's health. Number 3. Rough engine idle and misfires. A bad O2 sensor can lead to a rough idle or even engine misfires. That smooth purr you expect when the car is running may turn into an irregular or shaky rumble. This is because the air-fuel mixture isn't being properly regulated, leading to incomplete combustion. The result? Your engine runs inconsistently when you're stopped or idling. You might feel your car vibrating more than usual or hear unusual sounds from the engine. In some cases, you'll also notice sluggish performance when accelerating. The misfires themselves happen because cylinders aren't firing at the right times due to that bad fuel mix. While this may seem like a small annoyance, it's actually a serious issue. Persistent misfires can damage your engine and exhaust system over time. If you start experiencing these symptoms, it's a smart move to have the sensor checked out. Fixing the O2 sensor early can keep your engine running smoothly and prevent more costly repairs. Number 4. Failed emissions test. If your car fails an emissions test, there's a good chance a bad O2 sensor is to blame. This sensor plays a major role in managing the amount of fuel and air your engine uses, which directly affects how cleanly your car runs. When it malfunctions, your vehicle may release more pollutants like hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide. Not only is this bad for the environment, but it can also land you in trouble during inspections. Many places require vehicles to pass emissions tests before renewing registration, so a failed test can be a real headache. The worst part is that the car might still drive normally, giving you no obvious signs until test day. Fortunately, replacing a faulty oxygen sensor is usually a quick fix. Once it's swapped out, your emissions should return to normal levels. So if your car unexpectedly fails the test, don't panic, just have the O2 sensor checked before you assume the worst. Number 5. Engine performance problems. When your oxygen sensor goes bad, the impact on engine performance can be surprisingly noticeable. Your car may hesitate when accelerating or feel unusually sluggish. This happens because the sensor is no longer accurately measuring the oxygen levels in the exhaust, so the ECU makes poor decisions about fuel delivery. In some cases, you may also experience sudden jerks or surges while driving. That's the engine trying to compensate for the incorrect air-fuel mix. The problem becomes especially noticeable during hard acceleration or uphill driving. You might feel like you're pressing the gas but not getting the usual response. This isn't just frustrating, it can be dangerous if you need quick power in traffic. The longer you drive with this issue, the more stress you put on the engine. If performance issues sneak up on you out of nowhere, don't ignore them. A faulty O2 sensor could be the simple but critical fix your engine needs to get back in top shape. Number 6. Strong exhaust smell. A strong or unusual smell coming from your exhaust could point to a bad O2 sensor. Specifically, you might notice a rotten egg or sulfur-like odor, which often means your engine is running too rich. That smell comes from unburned fuel being pushed through the exhaust system, and it's not just unpleasant, it's a red flag. Your oxygen sensor helps prevent this by ensuring fuel is properly burned before leaving the engine. When it fails, excess fuel gets dumped into the catalytic converter, overwhelming it. Over time, this can damage the converter itself, leading to expensive repairs. A functioning O2 sensor keeps your car's emissions clean and odor-free. So if your car's exhaust starts smelling like something died under the hood, don't just roll the windows down. Get it checked out. Often, replacing the sensor early can save both your nose and your bank account. Number 7. Black smoke from exhaust. If you see black smoke coming from your exhaust pipe, it's a sign that something's wrong, and a bad O2 sensor could be the culprit. That black smoke is basically extra fuel that hasn't been properly burned. This happens when the sensor gives faulty readings, causing the engine to run too rich. Instead of clean combustion, you get sooty emissions, which are bad for the environment and your engine. Black smoke is usually more visible during acceleration or revving, especially if your engine is under load. Over time, this can clog your catalytic converter and reduce engine efficiency. It's also a surefire way to fail emissions tests and get a few dirty looks from fellow drivers. If you're spotting smoke in your rearview mirror, don't brush it off. It's worth checking the O2 sensor and other components to find the root cause. Catching it early helps maintain your car's health and reduces long-term damage. Number 8. Slow or erratic acceleration. A bad oxygen sensor can make your acceleration feel sluggish or inconsistent. You may step on the gas and notice a delay before the car responds, or the car might surge unpredictably. That's because the O2 sensor is feeding bad data to your car's computer, which then delivers either too much or too little fuel. As a result, your car doesn't respond to throttle inputs the way it should. This can be especially dangerous during highway merges or when overtaking other vehicles. Your engine is confused, and you're left with unpredictable performance. Over time, this stop-and-go sensation puts strain on other parts of your drivetrain. You might even feel like your engine is gasping for air, which is a good metaphor for what's actually happening. If your car used to accelerate smoothly but now feels like it's thinking too hard, it's time to inspect the O2 sensor. A new one can bring back that responsive, confident feel your car used to have. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more car maintenance tips. And if you have any questions about oxygen sensors or any other car maintenance topics, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you.